a master of kicking ass with a black belt in bravery, and now he's the emperor of memes. He's the one and only Chuck Norris. And what better way to honor his legacy than with the top 10 Chuck Norris facts?
I don't step on toes. I step on necks.
Coming in at number 10, Chuck Norris doesn't worry about high gas prices. His vehicles run on fear. Number 9, Chuck Norris doesn't have good aim. His bullets just know better than to miss.
Damn right.
Number 8, Bigfoot claims he once saw Chuck Norris. Number 7, Chuck Norris's calendar goes straight from March 31st to April 2nd. No one fools Chuck Norris. Number 6, Chuck Norris wears sunglasses so that his eyes won't hurt the sun. Number 5, Chuck Norris doesn't breathe air, he holds air hostage. Number 4, when the boogeyman goes to sleep at night, he checks his closet for Chuck Norris. Number 3, when Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mom home from the hospital. Number 2, Death once had a near Chuck experience. And finally, coming in at number 1, and Chuck Norris's own personal favorite, they wanted to put Chuck Norris's face on Mount Rushmore, but the granite wasn't hard enough for his beard. Make sure to subscribe and comment below with your favorite Chuck Norris quote.
You are every bit as tough as your reputation.
You don't know anything about me.
Well, to those of you that are just tuning in with us, we want to, again, welcome you. And we wanted to be able to pay tribute to the martial arts. And of course, we're about celebrating the martial artists, yourself and others, but also highlighting the accomplishments of Grandmaster Chuck Norris, as well as Grandmaster Benny Urquidez. And so as we continue on this very special day, join with me as we celebrate with the national anthem.
Can you see
So as we go into this next section, we really want to be able to highlight the things to be grateful for. We have our health. We have an incredible opportunity to really discover who we are. Isn't that what martial arts is all about? Just self-discovery, but also understanding the importance of just what we really are all about. It's not just about the technology. It's not about the advancement. It really is about the appreciation and gratitude that we share with each other as people, that commonality. And so I really want us to thank those that have served our country. If you've served, please accept our humble appreciation for all that you've done to give us the freedom that we have. And so join with me as we listen to Lee Greenwood sing, "I'm proud to be an American. God bless the USA."
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife.
I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me.
And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt
I love this
land.
God bless the USA.
God bless the USA.
From the lakes of Minnesota
to the hills of Tennessee,
across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea. From Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me.
And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today,
'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up.
Next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.
God bless,
Please bless
the USA.
Let us pray. Oh Lord our God, I thank you that you have promised to be with us always, to lead, to guide, to comfort and sustain, to uphold and strengthen us. Lord, I pray that although our lives seemingly are ones of much activity, that you will take first place in all that we do, and may we willingly submit to your gracious leading and guidance. Help us, oh God, to live today in all of this fullness and enable us to take every opportunity to live and walk as you would have us to do. And so, Lord, I pray that you will be a guide and a restrainer for martial artists so that their words and deeds are not a work of their own flesh, but they are guided by the promptings of your Holy Spirit. And so, Lord, as they continue to bond as martial artists, work in and amongst each of them, that your grace might bring hope to this world, wherever they might find themselves, that where there is violence, they will inspire hope for peace. Where people are suffering the aftermath of storms of life itself, that their hopeful calmness will embrace the hearts of those who are weathering the storm. So, Lord, we pray that these 3 days of virtual fellowship will be 3 days of renewing of minds, 3 days of needed empowerment, and 3 days of an expounding of shared knowledge. Bless, oh God, this world, for we need more grace, we need more mercy, we need more forgiveness, and we need more love. For it is in God, the Father of all, whose name we do pray. Amen.
Well, join with me now as we continue on, and I'm so excited just to hear what is coming up. And so, you know, as we continue on, I want you to think about just the things that really the martial arts has meant to you. We're going to be celebrating, acknowledging some people. And so we want to bring up the Masters of Ceremony, Grandmaster John Chung.
Good evening, everyone. I am John Chung, and I am honored to be your host for this 2020 historic Who's Who in the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers Gathering, the first of its kind for us, brought to you online by Grandmaster Jesse Bowen during this ongoing pandemic we have all been living through. That said, we have a terrific opportunity this year to reach more people than we ever would have in our live events in Las Vegas, Washington, D.C., Charlotte, North Carolina, and other cities where we held the events before. Tonight, we honor two incredible champions from the ring and in life as we pay tribute to Grandmaster Chuck Norris and one of his favorite people in the world, Benny the Jet Arquitez. And with a picture being worth 1,000 words, we present these moving pictures to tell the Benny the Jet Arquitez story. Enjoy.
He pioneered full contact fighting in the United States. He's known for holding the rare achievement of 6 world titles in 5 different weight divisions and remained largely undefeated in 27 years of his career. Between 1974 and 1993, he amassed a record of 63 wins, 57 by knockout. Undefeated in the adult black belt division and a full contact karate champion. Benny the Jet Arquitez. Benny is amazing. He was a world champion kickbox martial arts choreographer and an actor, and he's trained in 9 different styles of the martial arts. In 1974, he won the World Series of Martial Arts Championship, and over those next 2 decades, he kicked everybody's butt in every division you can imagine. Then he's only 5'6", 145 pounds. He took on a 6'1", 230-pound monster and leveled him.
7 years old, I was already starting Kempo Karate. And from there, I went to Shotokan, I went into Lima Lama, I went to Taekwondo, Judo, Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu. Then I started Sovat, and I just continued on. So it was something in my blood. Late 73, Full Contact Karate came in. That was the name of it, and everybody kept on saying, what's Full Contact Karate? We kept on explaining. So they said, oh, you mean you box and then you kick. So the word kickboxing was born in 75 when I fought the first Muay Thai fighter. Defended my title 63 times, and I'm 63 and old with 57 KOs. Now, I've had over 200 fights. There's every association that came out, I took the title. And they came and they're gone, and I'm still around.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a young brown belt in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, who had the opportunity to meet and shake hands with an idol. He was this young brown belt's idol because when he had been a younger kid in school, he was bullied. And he happened to be in a store one day and picked up a karate magazine that jumped out at him. The first thing he saw was a picture of a karate champion holding a giant trophy that he had just won. And this young bullied man said to himself, whoa, I want to be like that champion, and I want to win one of those trophies. The young brown belt we refer to, and the young man who was inspired by the magazine was none other than our host and publisher for the Who's Who in the Martial Arts. Now, Grandmaster himself, Jesse Bowen. And he was actually referring to the very first picture he saw in that magazine, that of Chuck Norris. Here we are, 45 years later. Grandmaster Jesse Bowen has the opportunity to dedicate this year's work to the man who started it all, Grandmaster Chuck Norris. As you have all seen, the theme for this year is Giving Back for a Lifetime, a philanthropic lifestyle that Chuck and Gina Norris have done for their UFAF and the Kickstart organizations. I personally had an opportunity to be inspired by Chuck Norris. Back in the 70s, we were all Bruce Lee's fan. When I saw the movie Return of the Dragon with Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris, the ultimate battle at the Rome Coliseum as the American champion, I instantly became a Chuck Norris's fan. Of course, we all watch all of his movies. Good Guys Wear Black, A Force of One, Octagon, Missing in Action, Sidekick, and his TV series, Walker, Texas Ranger, just to name a few. And in 1978, I met Grandmaster Chuck Norris at Virginia Beach, Virginia, where I had an opportunity to compete at the tournament where he was hosting. It was one of the memorable weekends of my martial arts career. We're so glad you were able to join us for this special event. We look forward to hearing from Grandmaster Norris and his bride, the incredible Gina Norris, along with Grandmasters Jesse Bowen, Joe Corley, and World Champion Jeff Smith, as they congratulate all of you for the work you have done in your areas. As all of us are giving back for what we have gained in martial arts, now I introduce you our publisher, our host, and the man who worked so hard, who has brought together these last 6 years of Who's Who in the Martial Arts series. Originally from Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina, Grandmaster Jesse Bowen.
Thank you, John. And you're right. As everyone can imagine, what an honor it is for me to dedicate this year's work to the man who started out for me on day one, Grandmaster Chuck Norris. Grandmaster Norris has inspired tens of millions of people around the world, people whom he will never meet. Just like many of us as martial artists, we inspire others. We inspire others through the actions and through our martial arts classes, people that we've never met, even people that may have seen us in action. And this is what this year's book, the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers book, is designed to do. The world will have an opportunity to read about your bio as you share the story of how the martial arts has impacted your life. I remember that image that I saw in my first martial arts magazine of Grandmaster Chuck Norris holding this huge trophy cup. I knew at that very moment that I wanted to be a martial arts champion. And then having the opportunity to meet him and shake hands and take a picture with him inspired me for over 40 years. Having the opportunity to publish Grandmaster Norris, the organization, and all of his work into the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers book will inspire me for another 4 decades. As we move forward, sharing our story with the world through the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers is an incredible opportunity for us to impact the world. I'd like to turn it over now to Grandmaster Joe Corley and Jeff Smith to introduce the rest of our distinguished dignitaries.
Say you can judge a man's leadership by the good people that follow him, and so that's a testament to Chuck Norris's leadership because of all the great people that have been behind him. I'm going to tell you now about Reggie Cochran. Reggie is like a Renaissance man. He's been a friend of Chuck Norris for many, many years. He's been a student for many years. He's a partner with Chuck and Gina Norris in some of their business operations. He has his own professional mentor alliance group where he helps business people all over the country from various kinds of businesses. He's been an author. He's co-authored books with Bill Gates and with Donald Trump, among others. So Reggie Cochran is a guy like Chuck Norris who just gives back to others. This is Reggie Cochran.
Wow, how do you pay tribute to Grandmaster Chuck Norris? Well, I think 3 words describe him the best, and that's the man, the myth, and the legend. Chuck Norris, the man, is a loving, devoted son, brother, husband, and father. He's a mentor to many who's continually giving back through organizations like his Kickstart Kids Foundation, his United Fighting Arts Federation, and other organizations like Make-A-Wish. And then there's the myth. We've all heard the Chuck Norris facts, things that only Chuck Norris can do, like Chuck Norris can unscramble an egg. Chuck Norris can strangle you with a cordless phone. And Chuck Norris has even counted to infinity twice. Well, he recently told me it's now 3 times, and the list goes on. And then there's Chuck Norris, the legend. Many know him as Walker, Texas Ranger. Others know him for his many movie roles. But way before that, there was Chuck Norris, the world champion fighter and master instructor. Because of Grandmaster Chuck Norris, millions of people around the world know the benefits of martial arts training. He's helped people become better fighters, better athletes, but more importantly, better people. Mr. Norris, it's been more than an honor to be able to call you my friend, my instructor, and a business partner. And on behalf of myself and those millions of people around the world, I just want to say thank you so very much. And I pray that God continues to bless you and your family in every great thing you do. This is an honor to be here, and it's an honor to know you, sir. God bless.
It's my privilege to introduce a great martial artist, businessman, family man, who is also the president of Chuck Norris's United Fighting Arts Federation, Mr. Ken Gallagher.
Hello everyone, I'm Ken Gallagher, president of the United Fighting Arts Federation, founded by Grandmaster Chuck Norris. It is a real honor to be able to talk about Grandmaster Norris today, the Grandmaster of our art, my mentor, and more important to me than anything, my friend. Grandmaster Norris is one of the greatest individuals I've ever met in my life, and I'd like to tell you about the first time I ever saw him. I was a junior in high school at Redondo Beach High School in Redondo Beach, California. And I had the opportunity to be sitting in an assembly, and all of a sudden this karate school came in, and it was Grandmaster Norris's karate studio. And they put on a demonstration that mesmerized me. It was an amazing thing for me to watch. But the part that really struck me the most was at the very end. As I watched Grandmaster Norris, he set 5 people around him, and they were all holding boards. And in one swirl, to this very day, I cannot remember actually hearing one distinct crack, break of those boards. It was a swirl, and they were all broke. And then he jumped over 4 individuals, kneeling down, and he jumped over 4 individuals and broke 4 boards with a flying sidekick. At that particular time in my life, I was involved in a Kung Fu art. But when I watched Grandmaster Norris that day, I said to myself, someday I will train with Grandmaster Norris. Someday I will receive my black belt from him. Many of you know Mr. Norris primarily in 2 categories. One, as one of the greatest competitors ever in the history of the martial arts. He's in the Black Belt Hall of Fame for fighting. He's in the Black Belt Hall of Fame for teaching. He's in the Black Belt Hall of Fame for Man of the Year. And one of the other ways that you know him, of course, is as an actor. He did so much for the martial arts through his acting career. Most of you probably know him as Walker, Texas Ranger. Well, I'd like to tell you a little bit extra about Grandmaster Norris. Carl Sandburg, in his biography of Abraham Lincoln, described him as an individual as velvet and steel. The Grandmaster Norris that I know is a man just like that, of velvet and steel. He's velvet when he comes to dealing with other individuals. He's kind, he's considerate, he always looks out for other people's best interests. It's just the individual he is. He's a family man. He's a man that loves his family, his God, and his country. But then there is Grandmaster Norris, the steel side of it. That is the man that when he sets a goal to become a world champion, to become a great instructor, to become an actor and spread a message, he fulfills that goal no matter what. When it comes to his beliefs, he is a man of steel. When it comes to his integrity, he is a man of steel. Grandmaster Norris, I would like to thank you in behalf of the United Fighting Arts Federation, in behalf of the entire martial arts community, and in behalf of America and the world, for all you are and all you do. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to congratulate Chuck Norris on his Golden Lifetime Achievement Award from the AMAA, that's the American Martial Arts Alliance, Jesse Bowen's Who's Who in the Martial Arts, for for Chuck Norris's lifetime achievements. You know, to say he has done a lot of lifetime achievements. He's done 10 lifetime achievements. He's done so much. It's just so hard to recall everything. I just want to take a few minutes and talk about when I first saw him back in '66 and '67 at the Ed Parker's Long Beach International Championships, and you know, he was fighting some of the greats. He was fighting Alan Steen and Joe Louis, and you know, that international was his home tournament there. You know, Alan Steen won it that first year they fought, but after that, I think he won it 3 or 4 more times after that. And it was always that term, and I was just a green belt in '66 and '67 when I got to go to California and compete as an underbelt. But I was setting it as a goal. When I saw Chuck win that championship and Alan Steen win that championship, it's one that I always wanted to win, and I finally did back in 1974. Finally won the Grand to be along with those guys. But the things that Chuck has accomplished, not just that international championships, but the many championships that he won after that, and his abilities in the ring were equaled with his abilities outside of the ring. You know, there's been a lot of martial arts that were champions and won a lot of awards, and you know, not as many as Chuck, but have won a lot of awards, but very few people have done what he's done outside the ring. And I don't know anybody that I can recall that has done the multitude of things that he has accomplished. You know, not only was he the competitor, and then flash forward after that, and then he became the big coach. You know, he had his black belts were winning all the national tournaments, and unfortunately, those are the ones I had to compete against. So I had to go head to head with Darnell Garcia and John Natividad and Howard Jackson, and we had some epic battles over the years. We had some epic battles with our Junri Washington team versus his Chuck Norris team. You know, in 1968, I even got to go out as a brown belt on Alan Steen's Texas team and fight Chuck Norris's brown belt team that was you know, some of the superstars of the future, and we competed all together, and that was an epic battle, and another chance that I got to see Chuck after that. So, you know, so he was the competitor, he was the coach and instructor. He then became school owner and had a multitude of schools. He was one of the largest school operations in the country, and had schools all over the country with his black belts. You know, that wasn't enough for him. He then had to, you know, with some of his students, Steve McQueen and some of the other people that he was teaching, got him into the movies. And then he became a movie star. As if that wasn't enough, then he had to go on and become a TV star with this Walker Texas Ranger. And you know, and Chuck was always wanting to give back, so he started, you know, President Bush and him asked me to come to California and bring my students, that I had a California school there, wanted me to bring my students and do a demonstration at their big Kick Drugs Out of America rally, and that was back in 1990. And then he went from the Kick Drugs Out of America with George Bush's help and started his foundation, which was the beginning of his his Kickstart Kids program, where he was helping kids in school. And I was honored that he asked me to go down and meet with the school board in Houston in 1990 with one of his people, that was Lloyd Ford, Miss Lloyd Ford. And we went down with Chuck and met with the school board, and they selected the high schools, and that was the nucleus that started off that a Kickstart Kids program that is still going today and is so successful. You know, and again, that wasn't enough. Now he decided that he wanted to do a city versus city, and did a World Combat League, and was on TV for a number of years, and developed some great champions and some great fans out there that became very popular, you know, on the circuit. And then, to keep in shape, he had his Total Gym. And that, to this day, is still one of the biggest seller fitness machines of all time. And he still has that going. Not only has he been on the cover of every martial arts magazine, but he was even on the cover of Muscle and Fitness. And he really got me inspired. I think it was his 60th. He was 60 or his 60th birthday around that time when he was on the cover, and he was in such great shape. And he was almost 10 years older than me. So when I saw him, he was in much better shape than I was. And he was my senior. So I said, I've got to start working out even harder. So he motivated me to really get back in the gym and start working out. And it really made an impact on my life. And I really realized that you can stay in shape as you get older. At 50, I was kind of thinking I was on the downside of that conditioning, but he really opened my eyes. And, he just recently celebrated his 80th birthday a couple months ago, back in March of 2020. So I want to congratulate him on that. He's still in the best shape of any 80-year-old. I mean, people see him and he still looks like he's 30 years old. He has the body of a 30-year-old, and so he has great fitness. So I just wanted to congratulate him on his whole UFAF association. That's the United Fighting Arts Federation that he has with all of his black belts. And I had the privilege of going out and watching their world championships and watching their testing, and I was very impressed with his quality of black belts and students. So these are just some of the things. Chuck has really done it all, and congratulations to him. And Gina, I know, has been a big force in helping him in these years develop all that stuff and keep the energy keep that energy going. So congratulations on 5 lifetime achievements that you've developed, and hope to see you again in the near future. Again, congratulations.
Wow, what a great tribute, and what a great opportunity it was for Jeff Smith to have spent all of those special moments through all of those special years right there alongside Chuck Norris. I missed a lot of that Texas-California history that those two heroes of mine experienced together, but I watched it on Super 8mm film from our first studio in Atlanta, and I decided I wanted to be able to compete like Chuck Norris, like Alan Steen, like Joe Louis. So I took a solo trip to New York to spread my southern wings, which is coincidentally where I met Jeff Smith just a few years later, and lo and behold, it was a God wink as I had a chance to meet Chuck Norris on that very first trip to Madison Square Garden. Chuck, of course, won that tournament, and he also graciously invited me to Los Angeles. It took a few years for me to get there, but once I made it, my experiences in the Chuck Norris system also inspired me. It really does make you wonder how many people Chuck Norris motivated and inspired over these years, and I know it literally has to be in the tens of millions around the world, not counting just the people that he actually met in person, but all the people that watched him from afar. Heck, he's got 6,241,928 followers on Facebook alone. It had taken me 4 years to get to California for training to take Chuck up on his invitation, and he had already gotten into the film world. And he was kind enough to turn me over to Pat Johnson, who was then his senior instructor in the studios, and Pat immediately became my mentor in the ways of the Chuck Norris system. My competitive skills doubled literally in 1 year. They were the best teachers you could ever be around. And all of that had an impact right after that on the Battle of Atlanta as well, as Chuck was kind enough to come to our first Southeast Karate Association meeting and bring many of his friends from the West Coast, including Pat Johnson, Bob Wall, Mike Stone, Tadashi Yamashita, and all of his great fighters as well to the Battle of Atlanta. Chuck sat ringside with us at many of our great fights, from Karate Mania to all the fights on ESPN and Showtime. In fact, he sat in with me as the expert analyst on our Showtime events at Cedars Tahoe with Dennis Alexio against Jerry Rome. Suffice it to say that Chuck, all of his people from the Chuck Norris system, from UFAF and from Kickstart, have made such an impact on so many of us around the world, and I am certainly one of those. Thank you so much, my friend and Grandmaster Chuck Norris.
I've known Chuck Norris for a very, very, very long time. Probably the best thing that he ever did for me and I appreciate this from the bottom of my heart, is in 1976, I was defending my title in Las Vegas, Nevada. I had gone there to defend my title against Jimmy Colas, and I did not have a corner man. And Chuck comes up and says, "Hi Bill, how are you doing? Good luck." And I says, "I'm fine. By the way, I don't have a corner man. Would you help me?" He says, "I would be glad to help you." And while we were there, I'm talking to him, Joe Louis shows up, and Mike Stone shows up. So all three of those guys were in my corner. But I thank Chuck Norris from the bottom of my heart because he got us all together. And, you know, if you think about this, what would happen if I would have lost? Those three guys, along with everybody else, if I'd have gone back to my corner, I'd have had the shit beat out of me. But Chuck Norris, Joe Louis, and Mike Stone helped me so very much, and I got lucky. And then in 1980, when I'm doing the fight against Ray McCallum, Chuck Norris again helped me in my corner in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And then for some silly reason, he asked me in 1978 to do a film with him called The Force of One. I got to be the bad guy, but I had an absolute blast, and I really, really had a blast with Chuck Norris. He's a very good friend of mine. I would do the world for him. Chuck, thank you very, very, very much. And happy birthday. Take care.
I'm Grandmaster Dennis Brown, and I'm honored to have been asked by the Sports Martial Arts Hall of Fame to say a few words about the great Chuck Norris, my good friend, and I think I can say that because in my generation, everybody kind of thought that Chuck Norris was their personal friend, whether you saw him in the movies or on the screen, or whether you saw his TV shows. You were just so proud to realize that there was an American martial artist out there representing us at that level. His personality stood out. You always felt like he represented the art well because you never heard anything crazy about Chuck. He was always out there doing the right things and again, making us proud of the art of martial arts. Whether you ran into him at a banquet, he was always ready to shake your hand. I remember the last time that I saw him, I went to a theater with him to see his last movie and got a chance to sit with him, and he treated us just like, I mean, he was the great Chuck Norris, but even then, he treated us like family. Guys, I'm just honored to be able to say, congratulations, Chuck.
Hello, my name is Anchi John Terrien from Ottawa, Canada, and I am so honored and so proud to wish Grandmaster Chuck Norris a happy milestone birthday. But I want to specifically thank you for all the great work that you've done in your lifetime to help the martial arts and humanity. May God bless you with many, many more happy and healthy birthday. Keep on kicking, my friend.
Superb. My name is Shaniv Terrio, the Iceman. I met you a couple of times over the years. As you well know and everybody knows, we all have people that we look up to. And one of the things that I want to say is I found you very gracious, always very gracious and poised. And when I grow up, I want to be just like you. Happy birthday, sir.
Hi, I'm George Minshew, and I was given the easiest task in the world. Make a tribute video of someone that I've long known and admired. If someone gave me a Big Chief tablet and a number 2 pencil and asked me to make a list of those who I thought would make great martial arts role models for adults and children, I thought of what that would entail. So I started thinking of some of the qualities that I'd be looking for. Real martial arts skills, success in their chosen field, competitor, teacher, school owner, or entertainment industry. Not everyone can be a world champion, but it helps. A true gentleman, one who makes you feel as if you're the most important person in the world to them at that moment. Someone who gives back to the martial arts more than they received from it. Someone who walks the walk, not just talks the talk. Here is my list. Chuck Norris is inordinately linked to Texas and the Southwest U.S. He has formed bonds for over 50 years with those who pioneered the martial arts in this area. Pat Burleson, Alan Steen, Ed Daniels, Skipper Mullins, Roy Kervin, even some new young guns like Jamie Cashion. I'm blessed to be on that list. When Chuck bought his ranch in Texas, he asked me to ride with him and see it for the first time. His foundation provides martial arts teachers in public schools at no cost to the kids or the schools. This was started and is thriving in Texas. And of course, we all know about the best television series ever, Walker, Texas Ranger. And remember, there are not any Chuck Norris jokes, just Chuck Norris facts.
Hello, my name is Walter Anderson, and I'm here because I've been a lifelong close friend of a champion named Joe Louis. And some of you may remember the monumental battles that occurred in the 60s and 70s between Joe and Chuck and many of the great champions of that time. And you learned something about another person facing them across the mat. And Joe and I were friends since we were Marines together in Vietnam and foxhole buddies. And Joe told me what he most respected about Chuck Norris was, in order, his athleticism, his courage, his skill, but most important, his work ethic. Because Joe understood you don't become a champion because you're born a champion. You create it by working hard. Now, Joe appreciated how long and how difficult it was for Chuck Norris to train to be the world-class athlete he was. But there's more to it. Joe respected Chuck for Chuck's willingness to give back, not only to the martial arts, but to the world entire. And, well, frankly, Chuck's kindness. Joe died of brain cancer just a few years ago, and he was in a VA hospital in Pennsylvania. And while there, I visit him, and several friends visit him regularly, like Bill Wallace and Jeff Smith and others. But Chuck Norris chartered a plane to come to visit Joe at the hospital. And what did that mean? It meant the world to Joe. But I'll tell you another story. Joe had a phenomenal early career as a karateka, as many of you would know. And then he retired, did movies and other things, and he decided he was going to try and come back at 40, and it didn't work out well. And a couple of years passed, and I remember him saying to me, you know, it's like nobody remembers or cares about anything that I did. And coincidentally, just about that time, he was called by Chuck Norris, who wanted to have pictures taken together. Someplace, I think it was Oklahoma. And he was so thrilled that Chuck thought he was important enough to do that. Well, of course, Joe was, but it was Chuck's kindness, his seeing another human being. So, Chuck, happy birthday. And on behalf of all of us, thank you.
Hey Chuck, Richard here, sending you this message from Melbourne, Australia. I can't tell you how thrilled I was when I was asked to be a part of this tribute. What a friendship we've had. Remember we met in 1978 when our friend Bob Jones brought you out to Australia, and I was fortunate enough to be demonstrating on the same card. We formed an immediate friendship. You asked me to give you a call if I ever got to California. Cut to 1979. I give you a call, you invite me around to the house, and we start training every morning. And then the big part is when you ask me if I would be your nemesis in the movie The Octagon. Well, what an incredible impact that movie has had on the rest of my life. It's a movie career that's going today, and I cannot thank you enough for the opportunity you gave me to get into the entertainment industry. But more important, being best man at my wedding to my beautiful wife Judy, who by the way sends her love from here, from Australia. And it's been a friendship. You're absolutely one of the few role models I have, my friend, with integrity, with your commitment to the martial arts and your leadership. The fact that you invited me a part of UFAP convention since 1980, conducting seminars, and to be a part of such an incredible family of UFAP that you had with your brother Aaron. Again, I can't thank you enough. Your friendship means the world to me. The journey continues. So again, all the very best of love from Australia. And again, congratulations on an incredible career as a martial artist, as a movie star, and as a human being. All the best.
We now come to a very special point in this weekend's events. We're going to be honoring somebody in the martial arts that has truly left his mark. In fact, he's a living legend. Now, globally and worldwide, especially today, people are looking for the qualities that are contained within the martial artist. Qualities like leadership, discipline, integrity, character. This man definitely far exceeds anyone's expectation and exudes these qualities. Now, as we were researching some things on the internet, we came across this compilation of very special films that this person happened to be in. Matter of fact, they were compiled for this day and age. And so as we looked at it, it really demonstrated just how tough Grandmaster Chuck Norris is. So join with me as we share with you what we found.
Lisa, would you go behind my pickup truck and pull down the tailgate for me, please?
Now, when I was a little boy, at the age of 5, I had something in my pocket. Keeps a lot of folks alive. Now I'm a man of 21. You know, baby, we can have a lot of fun. I'm a man. I spell time. I'm a man. I spell Little Johnny the Cockaroo. I'm a man. I spell am. Hey.
what a compilation. Now, we want to let you know that Grandmaster Chuck Norris is a living legend. And so at this time, we have a very special interview with Chuck and Gina Norris. Join with me.
Hi, everyone. Jesse Bowen, Jeff Smith, Joe Corley, and John Chung, and all of you there, thank you so much for the special opportunity to be part of this 2020 Masters and Pioneers publication of the Who's Who in the Martial Arts. Chuck and I are so grateful for all the kind words that have been written about us and our work in the publication. We'd also like to acknowledge our incredible men and women that work within our organizations to make them the best that they are today.
I share the same sentiment as Gina and would also like to say thank you, Grandmaster Bowen, for creating such a great celebration by bringing the finest martial artists in the world together, and also for the kind words you have shared about us and our work. As all of you know, no matter what fields we've gone into, we are still martial artists and one family. It's been all our personal joy to see the progress by helping others.
Kickstart Kids is our family's personal life mission. To see the opportunities there are for all our kids is something we can all be proud of.
I'm excited to watch the United Fighting Arts Federation continue to grow around the world. Gina and I want to congratulate all of you in the inclusion of this year's Who's Who in the Martial Arts publication. On behalf of our UFAF organization and our Kickstart Kids Foundation, Gina and I thank you for your support and wish you all the very best now and in the future. God bless you all.
God bless you all.
Grandmaster Norris, Gina, all of you at the Norris organizations, you will never know how much you've meant to me in my career. And it's true, tens of thousands of us around the world, and though it is early in the year, we felt this video had some of the pillars of how we felt about you, and we want you to know that we are passing on our greetings to you for all the seasons of your wonderful life. Thank you, and God bless.
Whoa, what a legacy, and what a way to succeed in life. Thank you so much to Grandmaster Chuck Norris and to all those who came to speak to his successes tonight. And now, we introduce our 2020 honorees in our Masters and Pioneers books who are on their path to helping so many people. And while most of us will not be giving back on the grand scale of Grandmaster Chuck Norris, we know that your students and their families appreciate you in the same way all of us have appreciated Chuck Norris. We are proud of you all. Congratulations.
Some says that ever against that season comes, when our Saviour's birth is celebrated. The bird of dawning singeth all night long, and then they say, no spirit can walk abroad. The nights are wholesome, then no planets strike, no fairy takes, no witch had power to charm. So hallowed, and so gracious is the time. So I brought you that. Merry, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to you all.
moment you've been waiting for. American Martial Arts Alliance Foundation Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers Award. Our first recipient, the man of the hour, the one and only Grandmaster Chuck Norris. Grandmaster Benny the Jet Arquides.
First of all, I wanted to thank American Martial Arts Alliance for this award. Wow, I really appreciate this. And you know, for Chuck Norris, I call him Carlos. That's how I know him. And you know, congratulations, well deserved. What a warrior! You know, such a friend and a mentor. You've really taught me a lot when I was younger, and even it goes on. But thank you so much, and congratulations to you as well. And on my journey, you know, my wife, I have to admit, it's not easy being married to a fighter, you know, to a warrior, and I have to give it to my wife. I want to really share this with my wife, you know, my partner, the love of my life. Truly, I want to say thank you for saving my life. You truly, without you, I guess I wouldn't be here, but thank you so much. I share this with you. We're as one. And my daughter Monique, I love you, and I share this with my lovely daughter. And my son, Levi. You're next, Levi. This is, you know, I know that this award, that you'll be standing one day and getting your award as well. And for all those that actually did something great in your life and never got the credit or got acknowledged for it, I share this with you as well. You know, because I know sometimes that you did something great and sometimes it's unnoticed. But, you know, I share this with you. And as well as all my staff, thank you. All my staff, thank you so much. Without you, hey, I'd be running around chasing my tail. Thank you so much for backing me up and doing the smallest to the biggest things. And I know it takes a lot of time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for the love that you put behind me. And I have a beautiful team. Thank you so much. I shared all this with you as well. And for all the people out there, hey, have a beautiful journey. Thank you so much. I so much appreciate this.
United Fighting Arts Federation, UFAF board members. From the state of Texas, Aaron Norris. Nevada, Ken Gallagher. Nevada, President Reggie Cochran. From Nevada, Tara Cox. From Norway, Kenneth Field.
I want to thank United Fighting Arts Federation with Grandmaster Chuck Norris, who saved my life when I was 12 years old. Thank you to all my friends and mentors in UFAF. Thank you, Professor John Will, Amaguru Rafi Pambuan. Thank you to my lovely wife, Loida, who's always backing me. Thank you to my kids, Adrian, Vincent, and Kiana. Thank you to all my amazing and fantastic students, you know, our rising stars like Vincent and Aida, who's always supporting me. Thank you to Team Acer Academy. And thank you to all my friends in the martial arts throughout the world. I love you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Professional Karate Association, PKA honorees. From New Jersey, Anthony Albanese.
I am humbled and honored to be part of this amazing issue of the Who's Who Masters and Pioneers autobiography book. I have been so excited to be nominated by the American Martial Arts Alliance Hall of Honors. I have spent most of my life perfecting my skills. It's been an honor to have been trained by both Bill Wallace and Joe Lewis, to have received the black belt from both of them. I spent 44 years in the Nevada Kempo system, and in 2018 received my 10th black belt. To all you young martial artists out there, stay the course.
From New York, Walter Anderson. From Georgia, Mike Bjorn. From Georgia, Ian Blanchard. From Georgia, Megan Blanchard. From Canada, Caesar Burkowski. From Maryland, Dennis Brown. From Florida, Barry Byers.
Thank you so very much for this amazing honor. It is an incredible privilege to stand amongst this group of accomplished martial artists. Through martial arts, I've been able to manifest the best version of myself. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much to my students, my teachers, Laurie Tobin, and for all of their amazing support. Thank you. God bless.
From Pennsylvania, Frank Caligri.
Hello, my name is Master Frank Caligiuri, and I would like to thank the AMAA for the induction into this prestigious organization. I would also like to thank Grandmaster Chuck Norris and all of the masters involved in this organization for their contributions to the arts. I would also like to thank my wife Nancy, who is an 8th degree black belt and helps run the dojo and the Pennsylvania State Karate Championships we've been doing for 47 years. And my daughter Kelly, who is also a black belt and helps to run the tournament, along being the point coordinator for the Pennsylvania Karate State Rating Association. I would also like to thank my daughter Chrissy and her husband Wade for their support. And last but not least, I would like to thank Grandmaster Robert H. Rios, who brought karate to this country.
From Tennessee, Freddie Cantrell.
Hi, good afternoon. I want to thank the AMAA Who's Who organization for this great award. This is one of the awards that mean a lot to me in my 46 years in martial arts. I'd like to thank my family, I'd like to thank my wife, and I'd like to thank the school, and also I'd like to thank all my instructors that worked with me throughout my years to get where I'm at today. And like I said, this is one of my great awards and achievements in my lifetime. Thank you.
From Tennessee, Libby Cantrell.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Libby Cantrell. I wanted to express my appreciation to the AMAA Who's Who organization for giving me this honor. I want to say thank you to my family and friends who have always encouraged and supported me, and to my students who inspire me to do what I love to do. Thank you, everyone.
The state of Texas, Jamie Cashian. From California, my friend George Chung. From Virginia, John Chung. Florida, Bill Clark. From Georgia, Grandmaster Joe Corley. From Texas, Linda Denley. Oklahoma, Mike Diller. From Ohio, Robert Fletcher. From Texas, Ted Gambardella. From New Jersey, Mark Glazier. From New York, Alan Goldberg. From Florida, Dr. Robert Goldman. From Alabama, John Graham. From South Carolina, Dr. Rodney E. Graham.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rodney E. Graham, 10th degree black belt, Japanese Karate Do. I wanted to express my appreciation for this tremendous award from the Legends Award Committee. I'm thankful to my family, my friends for their support. I am thankful to my instructor Dale Coker and my Grandmaster Dr. Jim Thomas. But mostly, I want to thank Jesus Christ for everything that He's done in my life, for the power and ability He's given me. Thank you.
From Illinois, Tim Harrison. From Georgia, Arthur Heller. From Georgia, Mark Hill.
Hey, my name is Mark Hill, and first of all, I wanted to make congratulations to Grandmaster Norris for his new book and an induction into this society. So I am very honored to be included in the book. And I've been a martial artist since I was 10 years old, and I always conduct myself as a martial artist. I'm not a famous martial artist, but hey, I'm still a warrior, and I always respect you, Grandmaster Norris, and I would love to meet you one day.
From Texas, Keith Ince. Oklahoma, Ezra Johnson.
My name is Ezra Johnson, and I'm very blessed to be accepted into this Hall of Honors. I'm very grateful to receive this award, and I want to encourage people that train martial arts to seek perfection of character, to perfection of technique, to have a healthy ego, and to stay humble and stay hungry. I hope everybody has a good day, and again, I'm very grateful.
California, one and only Pat E. Johnson. Texas, Chris Landino.
Hello, my name is Chris Landino from Howe, Texas. I'd like to say thank you to the American Martial Art Alliance and Grandmaster Jesse Bowen for including me in this year's Who's Who. It's a great honor to earn this award, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without the support of my wife and my family. Thank you to the entire Arnold's family, Doug Amick, Bart Alsbrook, Doug Grissom, and of course, my instructor, Master Rick Arnold. Thank you so much.
From California, Daisy Lane. From Virginia, Charlie Lee. From Indiana, Jim Metox.
Hello. I want to thank God for having been blessed with this honor. I want to thank my United Temple Karate School family and my immediate family. For without them, I wouldn't have achieved anything that I've been able to. Congratulations to Grandmaster Chuck Norris and to all of the other individuals that are with me receiving this honor. Thank you again.
From Ohio, Chris McLaughlin. State of Texas, Nikolai McLeod. From Connecticut, Paul Milholland.
I would like to first thank my parents for being very supportive, for my dad letting me throw kicks at his head when I watch his TV, and my mom being very supportive in my endeavors opening up a school. I would also like to thank my wife for doing a lot of the behind the work scenes, my stepdaughter for co-running the school with me, my stepsons for getting all their black belts, my son, keep training, and to Bill Wallace, who not only is inspiration but opened a lot of doors for me, introduced me to Terry Dow, Robert McEwen, Michael DePasquale, and Dennis Campbell.
California, John Natividad. From Ohio, Keith Nyland.
Keep out here. I'd like to thank God first. I'd like to thank everybody involved in this great honor. I'd like to thank my family and friends for their support. My beautiful wife for putting up with all the traveling that I do. I'd like to thank all my instructors, Don Madden, Darrell Logan, Robert Cooper, Thomas Arthur, Tom Manson, Herb Mallory, Scott Payne, Ed Schaefer, and Tim Wolf. Thank you all very much.
From Colorado, Stephen Oliver. From Tennessee, Ted Osborne. From Georgia, William Pfeiffer. From North Carolina, icon himself, Jerry Piddington. From Georgia, Jeff Plumley. From Texas, Kenny Redstock. From Illinois, Daryl Sims. From Massachusetts, David Sinopoli. From Virginia, the world champion, Jeff Smith. From Texas, Grandmaster Alan Steen. From Tennessee, Bill Taylor. From Canada, the Iceman, John Yves Thriel. From Canada, John Therian. From Virginia, my sister, Helen Chung Vasiliadis. From Missouri, Dahlia Vitkas.
In the words of Grandmaster Chuck Norris, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is so much more than fulfilling our own dreams, doing what we want, and feeling good. It's about living and experiencing life to the fullest, including our God-given potential to make a positive difference on this planet. I'm grateful to make a difference and to receive this honor with all of you. Thank you, PKA, my instructors, Grandmasters Will Wallace, Brenda Sell, my wonderful supportive children, family, friends, students, and fellow martial artists. Thank you, everyone.
From Florida, Bill the Superfoot Wallace. From California, Don Warner. And Texas, Carl Whitaker.
Welcome. I want to thank you for this beautiful award. Thank you, Grandmaster Bowen, for all your hard work and service. I want to congratulate all the martial artists out there also receiving awards. Congratulations to Grandmaster Chuck Norris and Grandmaster Benny Arquitas for all your hard work. Thank you guys. Have a great day and God bless you.
From Florida, Don Willis. From Ohio, DJ Yates.
Sensei DJ Yates here. I wanted to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance and Grandmaster Jesse Bowen for this prestigious honor to be placed into the Legends Who's Who of Martial Arts. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.
And from Ohio, Doug Yates.
Hi, this is Doug Yates from Xenia, Ohio. I'd like to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance for the induction into the Who's Who Hall of Fame. I'd like to thank Grandmaster Jesse Bowen and his staff for the work they've done. I'd also like to thank PKA Worldwide for all the things that PKA done for me as a professional fighter. Thank you.
And from Texas, Keith Yates. Professional Karate Association, Brazil honorees. Fabio Amador Bueno. Roberto Caneiro. Antonio Diaz. Fabio Golart. Silvio Lee. Luciano Martins. Jose Nilton Nascimento. Laercio Nunes Oliveira. Sandro Ramos. Masahiro Shinzato. Carlos Roberto Silva.
Hi, this is Grandmaster Carlos Silva. I'm the president of the CBKBT, the Brazilian Confederation of Traditional Kickboxing, and we from Latin America are very thankful for participating in this event honoring Chuck Norris, and we thank AMAA to make us part of the event. Thank you for everything.
And Marcos Starling from Brazil. Next, American Martial Arts Alliance Foundation Schools of the Year. 2 schools from state of California, Florida's Campo Karate Association instructor Grandmaster Randall Flaherty. From state of Massachusetts, Rising Storm Training Academy instructor Nathan Porter. Next category, 50 years in martial arts. State of Florida, Anthony Arnett. From Virginia, Lawrence Arthur. From Florida, Nick Bruxma.
Hi everyone, this is Nick Bruxma. I want to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance and Grandmaster Jesse Bowens for my great award. 50 years in the martial arts. Very proud of it. I could not have done this without the help of my students, my friends, my family, and of course my teachers. I also want to wish Grandmaster Chuck Norris a happy 80th birthday. I wish him many more years to come. Plus.
From North Carolina, Bobby Briggs.
Hey everyone, this is Sophie Bobby Briggs, along with my wonderful wife, Mary Beth Briggs, and we're coming to you from Monroe, North Carolina, right outside of Charlotte. And I just want to thank AMAA Golden Achievement Awards for 50 plus years in the martial arts. Also want to thank the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because without Him we're nothing. Obviously I want to thank my wife, because without her, it's hard for me to do absolutely anything. Our 4 kids, our 4 grandkids, all the black belts and students in Kitakami Karate Do, all of our family and friends that support us every day in what we do. And again, AMAA Legends, thank you so much for this award. I'm honored and blessed to receive it.
From Texas, Max Cardoza.
I want to thank the governing body of Who's Who for appointing me and accepting me into such a worthy organization. I find that it's just very, very, very inspiring, and I'm honored by it. Karate, for me, it was a long trip. I started at the age of 21. I enjoyed every minute of it. The camaraderie, the people that I've met through all this. Also, the tournament play that I was able to participate in was just a great fun. I started in the Japanese karate system, Shotokan, with Don Shaw. I was there for a year, made black belt in 3 years, and then I went to Mr. J. Pat Burleson because my instructor left town. And I started taking American Karate. I retested as a first black belt and continued on from that point until I made my 4th. And from there I joined with Brammer, who was also a American Karate system and a Japanese system person. And my son and I stayed with him until my 10th degree. It was well worth every minute of his instruction and going to his school. And I want to thank all of you and all my friends and all my instructors and all the people that I've met in karate all these years. Thank you guys very much.
From Florida, Enrico Chin.
Thank you. It's an honor to receive this Legends Golden Achievement Award. Over 50 years in the making. I'd like to thank my family, friends, students, and my lovely wife. Thank you.
From Virginia, Joe Sicone. From Tennessee, James Cook.
It's taken me from the streets of Cleveland, Ohio through Vietnam and back home again. I wish to thank Grandmaster Jan Wallendorf and Grandmaster Jesse Bourne for this magnificent award commemorating over 50 years in the martial arts. At this time, we may have to distance ourselves, but our hearts are as one. God bless you all, and may you continue on the path of righteousness.
From Connecticut, John Cox. From Maryland, James Darby.
Thank you, God, for the blessing of this prestigious honor. Thank you to my family and friends for all your support. Thank you, Master Clayton, for sharing Wing Chun Kung Fu with me and changing my life. Thanks to all my students. Your hard work makes me look good. Thank you to my most valuable trophy, my wife Vanessa of 42 years. She has allowed me to chase my passions. Thank you all. Be blessed and be safe.
From New York, Rayot DeFate.
I would like to thank Grandmaster Jesse Bowen and the American Martial Arts Institute for this award. Thank you very much.
From Pennsylvania, Robert Dunn. From Texas, Doug Emerson. From Nevada, Bernie Fleeman. From From Nebraska, Jeffrey Helene.
Hi, and thank you for joining us this evening. I want to thank the people from Who's Who for this award. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank my friends. I'd like to thank my instructors and my students and everybody else who's been a part of this 50-year plus journey with me through the martial arts. Again, have a wonderful evening, enjoy the festivities, and congratulations to my fellow inductees.
From Ohio, Rodney Kaufman.
Hi, my name is Rodney Kaufman. I'd like to thank Jesse Bowen and the AMAA. I'd like to thank my wife Kathy. I'd like to thank Grandmaster Dunn for nominating me for this special occasion. I'd like to thank Grandmaster Rayburn, Grandmaster Snowbird, Grandmaster Grego, Grandmaster Norris, and I want to congratulate everybody that's taken part in this great event.
From Mississippi, Philip Lee.
I want to thank everyone with the AMA for this award. It is a great honor. I'd also like to thank God for giving me a career that does not seem like a job. I'd like to thank my wife, Rhonda, and my sons, Christopher and Jesse, my daughter, Lauren, grandkids, Allie, Lily, and Raylan, for giving me support when I needed it. I'd like to thank all the students that I had over the years. It's been a great honor to teach them. I've learned as much as they have. Thank you very much.
From North Carolina, Joe Martin. From North Carolina, Victor Moore. From Nevada, Paul Ortino. From Virgin Islands, Jerry Otto.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I thank the American Martial Arts Alliance Federation for awarding me the Golden Lifetime Achievement Award for 50 years in the martial arts. I thank my incredible wife for her invaluable support and being integral to the Shen Dragon Karate Dojo success story. I thank the U.S. Virgin Islands community for accepting the Shen Dragon and for the most diverse student membership of any dojo I have ever known in my life. I bow to my wife, I bow to my colleagues, to my students, and to you, respectfully and thankfully.
From New York, Doug Pierre.
First of all praises to the Most High. Second, my family, teachers, students, and friends. Next, the AMAA for this prestigious award. And finally, to the martial arts community of which I am proud to be a part of. Keep training, learning, growing. Knowledge is from cradle to the grave. Stay healthy and safe. Thank you.
From Florida, John Privet.
After 50 plus years in the martial arts, I'd like to start by thanking my original instructor, Mr. Larry Reinhardt. Also, my acquaintance with Don the Dragon Wilson, who I've trained with, who went on to become a world champion. I'd like to thank the numerous students that have been supporting me over the years. Also, Jesse Bowen for allowing me to be in the book with Chuck Norris on Who's Who in the American Martial Arts Association. Thank you.
From California, Sid Rayford.
I'd like to thank G and Jesse Bowen and the AMAA for recognizing my ongoing work in teaching martial arts. It's an honor, it's a blessing, it's a privilege to be included in the most recent edition of the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers book as well. So thank you for this award, and the work continues. Thank you very much.
From Florida, Daniel Ross.
I would like to thank Grandmaster Jesse Bowen, Sifu Alan Goldberg, Grandmaster Cynthia Rothrock, Grandmaster Don Wilson, Sensei Dennis Warren for all their support and for nominating me to the American Martial Arts Alliance Who's Who in the Martial Arts. Their support and their dedication to mentoring me and supporting me for 51 years in the martial arts has been greatly appreciated. To all the others over the years who have stood behind me mentored me, guided me, and taught me the martial arts. I thank you.
From Kentucky, Wesley Ruiz. From Nevada, Alan Serac.
Hi, this is Master Alan Saris. I'd like to take this moment to thank everybody involved in this prestigious 50 Years Award in being in the martial arts. My sincere thanks goes especially out to my wife Lana, who not only has been married to me for 38 years, but has helped make this success of a karate school in the last 38 years. Also thanks to all my past and my present students who've made it a pleasure to teach the martial arts to. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much.
From California, Irving Soto.
Hi folks, this is Soki Grandmaster Irving Soto here at my home. I'd like to say thank you to Jesse Bowen for inducting me into his prestige banquet in Who's Who. Congratulations to all and God bless.
From Texas, Daryl Stewart.
Hi, this is Daryl K. Bigfoot Stewart from the great state of Texas. I'd like to thank the AMAA for this award for 50 years of being in the martial arts in the Who's Who in karate. For Jesse Bowen, Joe Corey, Jeff Smith, all the inductees. I'd like to thank my wife, my family, my friends, and all the supporters to help me get here. I'd like to say that the martial arts is good for the mind, body, and soul. Thank you from Daryl K. Bigfoot Stewart from the great state of Texas.
From Ohio, Manuel Teninko. From Utah, Craig Terry. And from Florida, Professor Daniel Torres.
Hush! My name is Professor Daniel Torres, Tantan, Tantaru Jiu-Jitsu, Master Instructor under the Jiu-Jitsu system. Personal bodyguard for many high-profile celebrities and politicians. Currently, I work for the State of Florida Boxing Commission as a professional mixed martial art judge and referee, professional kickboxing judge, professional boxing judge. I would like to thank the American Martial Art Alliance Foundation for this award. Thank you, Grandmaster Jesse Bowen and Sifu Alan Goldberg. Hush!
50 years in martial arts. Ambassadors, Grandmasters. Grandmaster from Arizona, Dana Abbott. From North Carolina, Grandmaster Ronnie Armstrong. From North Carolina, Grandmaster Jesse Bowen. From Massachusetts, Grandmaster Michael P. Faraday.
Good evening. My name is Hanshi Michael P. Faraday, and I'm glad to accept this award for the AMAA as Ambassador of the Year. I'd like to thank my wife Tammy and my son Mason for all their support, as well as my Chinese Goju family and honor thy teacher, Sadoshi Ron Van Cleef and Sadoshi William Perry, and all my colleagues and friends in the martial arts. This is quite the honor, and I thank you and hope everybody has a wonderful evening.
From California, Grandmaster Randall Flaherty.
Hello everyone, this is Randall Flaherty and I'm delighted to be here. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for this wonderful opportunity. I would like to thank my wife, Mariana, for her loving support. I would like to thank the entire staff of the American Martial Arts Alliance for this incredible opportunity, excellent awards, and recognition. I would like to thank everyone, especially my black belt instructors, training coaches, and family members who over the years have offered me great leadership advice and training. On behalf of my entire Karate Association, we appreciate you all. Thank you so much. God bless.
From Nevada, Grandmaster Felipe Floch. From Oregon, Grandmaster Jeff Jones.
I would like to thank everyone for this award. It's a great honor. I would like to thank my wife and my two daughters for supporting me all these years, and my students over the last 47 years. I'd also like to thank my instructor and it's just been a great honor, and I didn't do it by myself. I stand on the shoulders of giants. Thank you.
From Tennessee, Grandmaster Chris Casterson.
Hello, my name is Chris Casterson. I'm honored to receive the Ambassador Martial Arts Award. Here we are another year, a little bit different this year, but I'm honored to be a part of this, and I thank my wife, Juliet, and my family, my mentors, and every one of my students, and I appreciate everything that you do for martial arts. Thank you.
From Wisconsin, Grandmaster Steve Nemitz.
Hi, my name is Steve Nemitz, and I'd like to thank Grandmaster Jesse Bowen and the American Martial Arts Alliance for this prestigious award. The AMAA Legends Ambassador Year Award is truly an honor. It's also an honor to be included into the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers book with such greats as Chuck Norris, Benny the Jet, Superfoot Bill Wallace, Jeff Smith, and many other legends. I would also like to take the time to thank my instructor, the late Sensei Paul Harris, for all he did for me, because without him, I wouldn't be in this situation, I wouldn't be here. Thank you.
From Maryland, Grandmaster David Rivera.
Great humility and honor that I accept this Ambassador of the Year award. A special thank you goes out to the YMCA of Frederick County, my students, my wife and my daughter, and to my teacher, Grandmaster Robert J. Cooper, and the late Grandmaster Florenda Visitacion. This is for you.
From Nevada, Grandmaster Lonnie Walker. From California, Grandmaster Johnny Warren.
Thank you everyone at the AMAA for this video. Thank you for including me into the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers book. It's an honor. Thank you to all my students, family, and friends for always doing this for me. Thank you Harold Diamond and Chuck Daly from Congo Kickboxing for your guidance through the year. Thank you Sensei Tu Wong Nguyen for starting me out in this martial arts journey. Thank you to my sons, Joaquin and Jalisco, for always being there for me. I love you both. And congratulations to everybody today who's getting an award and getting inducted. You have earned it. Nothing's ever given. Much respect.
From Indiana, Grandmaster Timothy J. White Sr.
Hi everybody, I'm Tim White from Combat Arts. I take this opportunity to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance Foundation for this great award, Ambassador of Martial Arts and Martial Arts. It's a great opportunity, great legacy to leave behind. Thank you, Hanchi Bowen. Shout out to Grandmaster Chuck Norris and his wife and Daniel Peters for their dedication to martial arts and people that inspire me. Thank you very much.
Ambassador Masters. Ambassador Masters from the state of Texas, Jennifer Branch.
Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer Branch. I'd like to thank Grandmaster Jesse Bowen and the American Martial Art Alliance for this award, the Ambassador Award, and for being included in the Who's Who book. It's an honor and a privilege, and I'd also like to dedicate this and share this award with everyone that's a part of Teams In, every Teams In student, member, and supporter. This is yours as well. Thank you so much.
From New York, Michael Butler. From California, Art Camacho. Alabama, Kenneth Doherty.
Hello, my name is Ken Doherty. I want to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance and Grandmaster Jesse Bowen for this award. I'd also like to thank all my family, friends, teachers, and students that have been with me on this journey of 35 years of martial arts training, and I hope to have a lot more. I'd like to also thank my mentor and instructor, Grandmaster Orlando. Thank you very much.
Virginia, Jennifer Frazier. From Kentucky, William Friend. From South Carolina, Michael Goldman. From Colorado, Karen Eden Herdman. From Texas, my friend Gary Lee. From Arizona, Wesley Lee.
Hi, my name is Wesley Lee, and I am very grateful to be inducted into the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneer book for 2020. I'm inducted as Ambassador of the Year, and I wanted to first thank the most important person in my martial arts career, which is my wife, Tisha. Without her, I couldn't have done any of this. I also want to thank my instructor, Grandmaster Harry Payne, and also I want to thank Grandmaster Robert Dunn for all that he's done for me and all that we will continue to do together with the JCF. So thank you very much for this honor, and God bless.
From Colorado, Kurt Letzen.
My name is Kurt Letzen. I am honored to be recognized by AMAA for 2020 with Grandmaster Chuck Norris and Grandmaster Bernie. I want to thank my teachers, my students, and most importantly my family and my wife for all the support and love that they've given me over the years.
From New York, Kamikaze Macmillan.
Bush. I'm Kiyoshi Kamikaze of Aikido Jiu-Jitsu. I would like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ first and foremost. I would also like to thank my present and past instructors. I would like to thank all my supporters, my family, my friends, my students, and I also would like to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance and Grandmaster Bowman for giving me such a prestigious award. I wish everybody to be well and safe. Bush!
From North Carolina, Hamilton Perkins. From Ohio, John Perry.
Hello, my name is Master John Perry, American Martial Arts Alliance Legends, Ambassador of the Year 2020. We're here to honor Chuck Norris and Benny the Jet Urquidez. Thank you for your 50 years plus service of martial arts. I would like to thank Jesse Bowen and Gwen and Jessica Phillips for all the hard work that you do for the martial arts community. I'd like to thank my teachers, my friends, and my family. God bless and have a good day.
From California, the Lady Dragon, Cynthia Rothrock. From Connecticut, Eric Stevens.
Greetings, my name is Ambassador Master, Grandmaster Eric M. Stevens Sr. I'm doing this video for the Who's Who of the Martial Arts Legend Awards banquet and book signing. And before I get started, I would like to thank the Lord, my Savior Lord Jesus Christ, for giving me this opportunity. And I want to give this thanks to all of the award winners, all of the inductees for the Legend Award.
From Alabama, Andre Stewart.
Hello everyone. Hey, this is Chief Master Stewart here with SW Black Belt Academy. I'd like to start off by thanking God for presenting me with this opportunity to be inducted as Ambassador of the Year in the American Martial Arts Alliance Federation. I'd like to thank my family, my SW Black Belt Academy students, and all the supporters that made it possible for me to be here today. A special thanks to Grandmaster Dunn, and a celebratory congratulations goes out to Grandmaster Chuck Norris and Grandmaster Benny Urquidez. Thank you, and God bless.
And from California, the one and only Michael J. White. The Masters Ambassadors. Now Ambassador Black Belts. From Pennsylvania, Raymond Bellamy.
Hello, my name is Raymond Bellamy, and I humbly accept this award. I would first like to thank the Almighty God, my beautiful wife, Rebecca Bellamy, and everyone who supported me throughout the year. I also like to thank Grandmaster Jesse Bowen for allowing me to be a part of this historical event. Thank you.
From Alabama, Barry Harbin.
Hello everyone, I'm Barry Harbin, and I'd like to thank
Master Jesse Bowen and the AMAA for this award. To all my family and friends, a big thank you for the support you have shown me over the years. To all my martial arts friends who have supported me throughout the years as well. And to all the nice recipients, a big congratulations. It is such an honor to have my name included with yours. Thank you for this award.
From New York, Raymond James. From Maryland, Marvin King.
I'd like to take this brief opportunity to thank all of my martial arts instructors and masters and strength coaches who have inspired me and trained me and taught me all the different ways to train myself and others. I'd like to thank my wife and my daughter for the continued support of everything I do. And I'd like to thank my awesome students who continue to inspire me to become a better instructor as I see them improve in all of their fitness endeavors.
From Connecticut, John Lombardo. From Florida, Toby Milroy. From Pennsylvania, John Morgan Jr. From Florida, Stefan Morris. From Nevada, Daisy Ortino. From Pennsylvania, William Pugh. Pioneer Grandmasters. From Virginia, Grandmaster Tyrone Bullock.
Hello, I am Master Tyrone Bullock. I am honored and most grateful to receive this award and recognition. I want to thank my family, my children, my mentors, and my friends. I also want to thank Grandmaster Bowen for all his hard work, and the AMAA for honoring me with some of the greatest legends of all times, such as Grandmaster Chuck Norris and Benny the Jet. Thank you.
From Texas, Grandmaster Aaron Cardoza.
I want to thank all those involved with this Who's Who AMAA award for inducting me into your Hall of Fame. And I want to thank all my instructors. Thank you very much.
From Florida, Grandmaster Louis Duran. From Delaware, Grandmaster Celinda Ellsworth. From Kentucky, Grandmaster Al Ferris.
Hello, I am Grandmaster Al Ferris. I would like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for the many blessings He has bestowed upon me in the martial arts, as well as my family and friends. I would also like to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance, Grandmaster Jesse Bowen, and Grandmaster Chuck Norris for the opportunity to be honored in the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers Award. It is truly the honor of a lifetime for me to not only be a part of the book, but also be on the cover. Thank you very much.
From Oklahoma, Grandmaster Tim Fox. From New York, Grandmaster Rico Guy. Portsmouth Honor. From Oregon, Grandmaster Doug Hansen.
Thank you so much for this wonderful award. It means so much to me. Never my wildest dreams ever thought I'd achieve anywhere close to this in the martial arts. When I first started when I was 15 years old with Grandmaster T. Hong Che, my biggest importance was actually getting my yellow belt and getting promoted to green belt. This is such a great honor. Once again, thank you everyone for my nomination and acceptance in this wonderful foundation.
From West Virginia, Grandmaster Nathaniel Hodge. From New York, Grandmaster Christina Keyboard.
Hello, I am Kiyoshi Christina Keyboard from Jamestown, New York. I would like to sincerely thank my family, friends, relatives, co-workers, martial arts students and instructors for all their support throughout my martial arts career. Domo arigato.
From New York, Grandmaster James Keller.
Hi, this is Grandmaster James Keller from the Legend Martial Arts Organization. I want to thank Grandmaster Jesse Bowen for nominating me for this Who's Who Award, Hall of Fame. I also want to thank my family and friends for their support. I want to thank my wife and my kids for their love and support. I'd like to also thank my instructors, old Sensei Lynch's, Guru Billy Bryan, Guru Greg Allen, and Professor Naji Hassan and his wife, Sister Rothman. And because martial arts has always been a part of my life and has made me the person who I am and who I continue to strive to be. Thank you.
From Texas, Grandmaster Fernando Limon. From Ohio, Grandmaster Donald Matthews.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all my friends and family for all their support, to my students for helping me become a better instructor. Thank you to my fiancée Jen for all her support, and to the AMAA for nominating me for this most prestigious award. Again, thank you.
From Texas, Grandmaster Randall McFarland.
Thank you for this prestigious award. I'm very honored and very grateful for it. I'd like to thank God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for all the people that He brought into my life. I would like to thank my wife Sonia McFarland for being with me all these years and supporting me. I'd like to thank Gary Lee, my instructor, Garrett Lee and Hammy Lee, Ben Couch, Kelly Cox, Daryl Craig, Sensei Wilkinson, and all the people I've learned from all these years. I'd like to thank Fairbanks Baptist Church and all the members there for being supportive of me through all these years as well. This has my name on it, but this is for all of you. Thank you.
From New Hampshire, Grandmaster Edward Mignard.
Hello, I'm Grandmaster Eddie Minion. I'd like to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance for including me in the Who's Who Legend Award ceremony. Especially honored to be included along with Grandmaster Chuck Norris and Grandmaster Benny Jet Petitas. I'd like to thank my family for all their support over the years. I'd also like to thank my Grandmaster Y.S. Choi and Grandmaster Y.D. Choi, the Choi brothers.
From Delaware, Grandmaster Walter Orff. From New York, Grandmaster Andre Richardson.
I am proud to be inducted into the American Martial Arts Alliance Who's Who in the Martial Arts. I accept this award in honor of my late mother, Dina Richardson, my students in the martial arts of New York City. Thank you.
Pioneer Master. From Texas, Haley Arnold.
Hi, I'm Haley Arnold, and I would first like to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity to become a martial artist and receive this award. I'd also like to thank my family, Rick Arnold, Lynn, Colton, Peyton, and Alyssa, my fiance, Colton Black, and all of our martial arts family and students here at Arnold's Martial Arts. Thank you for trusting me and pushing myself to become the next level martial artist. We thank you, and one team, one family.
From North Carolina, Kelvin Bass.
Hi, my name is Kelvin the Axeman Bass. Just want to say thank you for this prestigious awards, Who's Who Legends Award, coming out of Durham, North Carolina, Wilmington, North Carolina. I'd like to thank Master Jesse Bowens for inducting me and Master Freddie McNeil. This is a prestigious award, and I'm very humble and grateful to have been inducted in this. Thank you to my family and friends and my community, and thank you for this great award. Us.
From Ohio, Thomas Boyjan Jr.
Hello, I am Master Thomas Bohajan. I am thankful to receive this reward of Who's Who Legends of Karate. I would like to thank my wife, Stephanie Bohajan, my son, Tyler Bohajan, my grandmasters, Grandmaster Victor Moore, Grandmaster Johnny Jelks, Grandmaster Lacey Green. Thank you.
From Illinois, Kelvin Caldwell. From Illinois, Jason Coulter. From Pennsylvania, one of my favorites, Donnie Ellison Jr.
Hi, Donnie Ellison Jr. This is a crazy, wow, surreal moment. To even be mentioned in the same book as Chuck Norris is a true honor. Thank you, Grandmaster Jesse Bowen, for the recognition. Thank you, Grandmaster John Chum, my mentor, my friend, my instructor, for your guidance. Thank you to my staff and students for your dedication and loyalty. Thank you to my family for keeping me humble. And especially thanks to my failures, my mistakes, and my bad decisions. I listened, I grew, and I learned. The Boyertown community, you guys rock. Thank you for 26 wonderful years.
From Virginia, Douglas Fleming.
Hello, I am Douglas Fleming from Virginia. I would like to thank the All-American Martial Arts Federation for inclusion in the 2020 AMAA Masters and Pioneers Who's Who Legend Awards. I have been fortunate to be able to learn, train, and teach martial arts for over 50 years. I would like to thank my family, especially my wife Kathy, and my youngest son, Captain Brandon Robert Fleming, also a third-degree black belt in our style, All Japan Budo Federation, Goshinru Karate. Finally, I would like to thank my instructor, Philip M. Scudieri, Hanshi, Chief U.S. Representative, Director of Kabuto, All Japan Budo Federation, Nippon Seibukan Academy, Kyoto, Japan.
From Pennsylvania, Fredia Gibbs. From Texas, Daniel Gossett.
Hi, I'd like to thank my teacher, Osensei Robert H. Bowles. I'd like to thank Master Juan in Texas for pushing me to compete. I'd like to thank Professor Gary Lee for nominating me for this humbling and most prestigious award. I'd like to thank my family, my karate family, and my family down in Texas. Thank you.
From Texas, Doug Grissom.
Hello everybody, Doug Grissom here. Just wanted to take a few moments to say thank you to the American Martial Arts Alliance and Grandmaster Jesse Bowen for this great honor. I would like to thank my mother and my father, my beautiful wife Lee, a black belt in her own right. And I would like to thank Master Rick Arnold, my great friend and instructor for many, many years. Thank you so much for this. God bless you all.
From Virginia, Michael J. Martin.
I'd like to thank Hanshi Phil Scuderi for nominating me for this award. I'd like to thank my teachers, F.B. Romano, Sheng Yu Ho, Tim Norman, Park Bok Nam, Clement Riedner, and Wilson Pitts for sharing their knowledge with me. I'd like to thank my students for allowing me to share my knowledge with them. And I'd like to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance for organizing this event and recognizing martial artists who have dedicated their lives to sharing their skills. Thank you.
From Puerto Rico, Saul Garcia Muniz. From Texas, Jeff Owen.
What a very cool award, Who's Who. I want to thank Travis Luter, first and foremost. Thank you for everything you've ever done for me. Brad Rehord, miss you, buddy. Rehord family, love you. Thank you to my entire family. My son Jesse, putting up with me for 36 years on the mat. But it ain't over yet. Polar Bear is still going strong.
From Massachusetts, David Shepard.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely honored and grateful to be receiving this award and would like to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance Foundation for this recognition. Holding proudly this award would not have been possible without the inspiration I have received from my family members, teachers, mentors, and colleagues. Thank you.
And from Colorado, Jerry Silva.
I'd like to thank all my friends and thank everyone for the support throughout the years on this journey of martial arts that I've had. I'd like to thank all the martial arts students at my school who train every single day and work very hard to push to the next level and really make sure that they're doing the best they possibly can. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank my wife Maria, who has always been there with me and always encouraged me to be a better person and work hard and continue through this journey. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do this. I'd like to thank my children who are carrying on the journey of martial arts as well. I'd also like to thank my grandmother, who's no longer with me. But without her wisdom and encouragement, and started me in the martial arts when I was a young person, I never would have got to where I am right now. For all these folks and everybody, thank you very much.
Now, Pioneer Black Belts. From Massachusetts, Thomas Tater.
Good day, everyone. I am overwhelmed and honored to be recognized and selected to be inducted into the Who's Who in Martial Arts Hall of Honor. I first give highest honor to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. This accomplishment is not something that I've done alone, and there are many others that deserve to share it with me. I'd like to thank my mom, my wife, and my children, my students for their love and support throughout this and many other ventures. Thank you.
From Florida, Isaac Davis.
Hi, my name is Isaac Davis. Some call me Seafood. A lot call me Coach, but I prefer Brother Isaac. I want to thank my family, my wife, and my children for their support and helping me to get this wonderful award. I also like to thank Grandmaster Anthony Arnett, Grandmaster Chen, and Grandmaster Cam Lee. I also want to thank the many students over the years as we continue this path together and encourage one another. We certainly appreciate Grandmaster Bowen and his staff for the wonderful job they're doing to put on this event. Thank you all. God bless.
From New Jersey, Curtis Diaz.
I would like to thank Grandmaster Jesse Bone for nominating me to be inducted into the Who's Who and receiving this beautiful award. I would also like to thank my dad and mom, Edgar and Diane Diaz, for signing me up in 1985 to start my martial arts journey. I want to give a big thanks to my brother-in-law, Kevin Johnson, and sister, Shanice Johnson, for opening up their doors of Team 85 Fitness and Wellness Center. Naomi?
Thank you for giving my daddy his beautiful, beautiful award, and thank you for watching his beautiful, beautiful speech. Bye!
From Texas, David Fiskus.
I would like to thank the AMAA for honoring me in 2020. I would also like to thank Master Jin Young Choi, who taught me everything. I'd like to thank my brother Gary, who inspired me to start martial arts. My friend Steve Mershad, who reminded me that mass times acceleration equals force, which was key to me winning many power breaking grand championships. But most of all, I'd like to thank my lovely, beautiful wife, who's been my inspiration. Bye-bye.
From North Carolina, Madison Hobbs.
Hey, this is Madison Hobbs with Hobbs Jackson Wing Mixed Martial Arts. I just want to say thank you to Grandmaster Jesse Bowen and Grandmaster Chuck Norris for such a tremendous opportunity. I also want to take a second to thank my team out in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jackson Wink Mixed Martial Arts. I'm extremely honored and proud to be a part of that team, along with the team in Concord, North Carolina, Hobbs JW Mixed Martial Arts. I also want to thank God for blessing me with the opportunity to be around the family that I've had growing up my entire life, along with the friends, teammates, and students that I have. I could not do this without them, and they deserve a lot more credit. I wish I had a little bit more time to name a few specific names. But thank you again to the AMAA, and I am extremely proud and thankful for this award.
From Connecticut, Brian Johnson.
Hello everyone. I want to take time to say thank you for this award. Thank you so much. Thank you to Sifu Anthony Arnett. Thank you to my 4 children. Thank you to Wing Chun Against Domestic Violence. Thank you to Wing Chun Against Bullying. Thank everyone who cared enough about me to see me move to this next level. This is a beautiful award and I'll cherish it forever. It's wonderful. Thank you again so much everyone, and you guys have a good evening.
From California, Derek Johnson.
Thank you to the AMAA for this prestigious award. Thank you to Danny Zanlotti, who was inducted last year and who nominated me this year. And a very special thanks to my instructor the last 23 years, Mr. Robert Lamont. And to my friends, family, and fellow martial artists who have been on this journey with me, thank you.
From North Carolina, Michael Johnson.
My name is Michael Johnson. I'm Sifu at Cloud Force Jingwu, Greensboro, North Carolina. And I am grateful to accept the Who's Who Legends Award. I'm humbled to be surrounded by so many of the world's greatest martial artists at this time. Together we work to build confidence and inspire a better world, better future. None of this would have been possible without my family and my close friends, my Sifu, Grandmaster David Cash. And I extend gratitude to Grandmaster Jesse Bowen and to Grandmaster Chuck Norris. Thank you both for decades of leading me.
From New Jersey, William Mahan.
Hi, my name is William Mahan. I'm from Sussex, New Jersey. I'd like to thank AMAA for this award and this opportunity. I'd like to thank my sensei, Doug King, my family, my friends, and my wife. Love you all.
From Arkansas, David Cameron Morgan. From Virginia, Mark Myers. From California, Elaine Yamano.
I'd like to thank AMAA and Sitilani Walker for this award. Also my friends and my family. Without Ohana, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Thank you.
And from Florida, Arseny Zukov. Pioneer Black Belt.
Second edition of American Martial Arts Alliance Foundation Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers Award recipients. UFAF, United Fighting Arts Federation board members. From Florida, Steve Hammersley.
It is with great honor and privilege to have been nominated for this award, and I'd like to thank God, my wife Erin, and my family, my instructors, and my mentors that have spent their most valuable asset in life, and that is their time and unselfish efforts to help me become the person I am today. And always helping me and motivating me through their example toward my continued growth in the martial arts. And especially with all my love and gratitude to Grandmaster Chuck Norris, Miss Gina Norris, and Master Ken Gallagher. Without their guidance and tutelage, this would never have been possible. Thank you, and may God bless you.
From Texas, Rick Perito.
I want to thank the Martial Arts Alliance for putting me in the Who's Who Legends Award. My instructor, Chuck Norris, I've been with him for 52 years, and I really have to thank him because he's the one that made all of this happen. 52 years with Chuck Norris. Thank you very much, and again, thank you, Joe Corey and Jeff Smith, for also being part of this, and Mr. Bowen.
UFAF members. From Arizona, Steve Berry.
Hi, I'm Steve Berry. I'm from Tucson, Arizona. I'm with the United Fighting Arts Federation. I'd like to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance for this amazing award. I'm honored, I'm humbled, I'm just amazed that I've been honored in such an outstanding group of martial artists. I'd like to thank every instructor, every coach, every mentor, every student I've had through all these years in martial arts. You have all made me a better martial artist. Thanks again.
Georgia, Crosby Broadwater III. Massachusetts, Steve Giroux. California, Kenneth Herrera.
I'm humbled and honored to accept this award. I want to thank God for all my blessings each and every day, my wonderful family that supports me, and my wife Cindy that inspires me. I want to thank Grandmaster Chuck Norris and the UFAF family for their years of continued support and encouragement. Grandmaster Bill Superfoot Wallace for all of his training through the years. Joe Lewis, my training partner Steve Smith, and all my black belts and all the wonderful martial artists I've had the opportunity to learn and train with through the years. Thank you.
Arizona, Howard Munding.
I would like to express my appreciation and my thanks for being included in the Who's Who in the martial arts, the 2020 edition that features Grandmaster Chuck Norris. Master Norris is my leader, my role model, and I want to thank him for his guidance and his leadership throughout the entire organization and throughout the entire martial arts community. Thank you very much. It is indeed an honor to be included in this wonderful book.
And from Norway, Christian Moen Rowe. PKA, Professional Karate Association honorees. From Florida, Jim Flanagan. From Missouri, World Champion Ernest Hart Jr. Georgia, Joseph P. Kramer. Georgia, Walt Sepronov. North Carolina, John Ormsby. From Texas, Daniel Russ. From California, one and only Don the Dragon Wilson. 50 years in the martial arts. From North Carolina, Ernest Dukes Jr. From Texas, Guy James. From New Mexico, Eugene Sedano.
Aloha. Thank you for this great honor and very humbling award. I wouldn't be here today if not for the great teachers and instructors who gave of themselves to a young boy in Hawaii. I honor you by teaching what I have learned. I thank my wife and family for their patience and support. They are my inspiration to continue to train and learn. Mahalo nui loa and aloha.
And from Massachusetts, Joe Rebello. Ambassador Grandmasters from California, David Brock. From Ohio, Mickey Rowe Moore. Ambassador Masters from Texas, Richard Lee Brown. From Australia, Louis Markstrom. And from Pennsylvania, my friend Bill Viola Jr. Arkansas, Thien Vo.
I would like to say thank you for this prestige honor to be part of a talented martial artist. I would like to thank my family, my instructors, and my students for striving for me to push on forward. We don't face things when they are easy. We face things when we are challenged. Thank you very much again for this honor. God bless everybody.
Ambassador Black Belts from Maryland, Kenneth Day Sr. And from New Jersey, Kenneth Hill Jr. Pioneer Grandmasters from California, Dr. T.R. Crimmy.
Hello, I would like to thank you for this wonderful honor and all the people that supported me. And a special thank you and shout out to Grandmaster Sid Rayford, who submitted my name. Thank you, little brother. God bless you all, and thank you.
From Texas, James DeBrow III.
My name is Grandmaster James Debro. I am very thankful for this great award to be inducted into the great book of the Who's Who in Martial Arts. Martial arts has done many great things for me and my family. I thank God for everybody and all of my instructors who have taught me. Again, thank you very much for this honor.
From Texas, John Hawk. Michigan, Daniel Holloway.
I want to thank the members of the AMAA, all of the people behind the scenes that work to make this award possible. It's a prestigious award, and I'm honored to be a part of a group that is extending the martial arts further. I want to thank members of my family, the senseis that came before me, the dojo, and the dojo members that make this all possible. Appreciate it again. I'm blessed. Thank you.
From Washington, Dale Cahoon.
My name is Dale Cahoon. I'm being inducted into this organization. Thank you, Grandmaster Ted Cambardella. A little over 50 years ago, martial art and I fell in love with each other. I've been doing it ever since, and it's changed my life. I have been a police defensive tactics instructor. I have taught at community colleges in California. In order to do that, I had to get a 4-year degree. So, I learned from martial arts pioneers of the United States. The experience is a life-changing experience. Teaching is a life-changing experience, and I've learned a lot from my students. So, in closing, thank you very much for the honor and the recognition. I appreciate it very much.
From New York, Sabu Lewis. From Texas, Johnny Murphy. Colorado, Kim Rock.
Hey there! This is Kim Rock coming to you live from Colorado, and it's pretty cold here. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much from my good friend Dana Abbott, who nominated me for the Who's Who Legends in the Martial Arts Award, and then I was confirmed. And so, and here it is. And it means a lot to me. I can't tell you how much it means as being a female martial artist. It's a struggle. It's been a struggle for years to be recognized in the martial arts world, and it means a lot to me. And I just want to thank you so much. And I hope you have a really nice and happy holiday. And one more thing I'd like to say.
Everybody was Christmas shopping.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Thank you so much.
From Michigan, Jamie Serrato. From Texas, James Stevens.
I'd like to say thanks to each and every one of my students, especially my senior students, for making this happen. Just like Karate Do, Judo, and Aikido, Do meaning the way, this has been the way of my life.
From North Carolina, Tony Garcia Taboada.
Gracias American Martial Arts por el premio y el reconocimiento recibido. Desde Venezuela, un gran saludo para todos los maestros y grandes maestros premiados y mis felicitaciones por el extraordinario trabajo realizado. Thanks, American Martial Arts.
From Florida, Stephen Thompson.
I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank my instructors, Lamar Thornton and Errol Bennett, and my sparring partner, Andre Richardson. I'd like to thank Who's Who for giving me this award for fighting people from all over the world. Thank you very much.
And from Pennsylvania, Bill Viola Sr. Pioneer Masters from Virginia, Wayne Dean.
Thank you for honoring me. It's been a blessing to be among so many great martial artists. If it weren't for Bruce Lee, I wouldn't be here today. I want to thank my instructor, Shihan George Epps, for training me, and I give a shout out to my family and my family of martial artists. And I thank all the people that supported me. Thank you.
From Philippines, Holger Horn.
Hello everyone, and greetings from the IJKA Philippines. Thank you very much for the great honor of being part of this amazing and accomplished group of martial artists. My special thanks goes to my first instructor, JKA Kodansha Bernhard Keller from Germany, and of course to my great friend and mentor Mike Stone, who just lives a few minutes away from here. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
From Virginia, Nelson LeBron. New York, Paul Lepkowski.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for this award. It's great to be with all these distinguished martial artists that are here today, and I want to thank my instructors, my students, my family, and most of all I want to thank God for all the time and all of the dedication that has gone into an award such as this. I want to say thank you again, and God bless.
North Carolina, Cliff Kinchin.
Hello everyone, I wanted to thank the American Martial Arts Alliance, and I wanted to say how grateful I am to be included alongside such accomplished martial artists. I want to thank all of my teachers, mentors, and training partners for your valuable guidance. And to my students and their parents, thank you for your continued support. And finally, to my wife Melissa and our children, thank you for allowing me to live my dream and sharing me with so many others. Thank everyone again, and remember, stay resilient.
Texas, Wade Kirkpatrick. Also from Texas, Carol Parenti. And from Texas, Creed Potter.
I am deeply honored and humbled to be recognized by my peers and to receive this award. I want to say a thank you to all of my teachers and my students, particularly to Professor Gary Lee, J. Pat Burleson, Master Eric Lovelace, and Master Sophia Med. Thank you for all that you have done for me and have helped me to become. God bless.
From Colorado, Victor Terran.
To be mentioned as a legend in the martial arts is by far very humbling. It is a great honor and privilege to receive the Who's Who Legends Award. It is one of my biggest accomplishments and a very proud moment. I want to thank my family, my teacher, Great Grandmaster Kwanda Chung, students and friends for believing in what we do. Thank you for your outstanding support and contribution to a great organization. Martial arts has given all of us the opportunity to be our very best every single day.
And from Maryland, Theodore Vick.
I would like to thank my students, my peers, and my instructors for helping me to receive this prestigious award on this day. Thank you.
And finally, Pioneer Black Belts from Texas, Roberto Arredondo.
I'd like to thank Kenny Rebstock for this nomination. It's also a privilege and an honor to be amongst the who's who in the martial arts. I'm also grateful to the entire martial arts world for giving me the tools and the confidence to function as a guardian angel.
And from Texas, Jeffrey Hawkins. From Florida, Mindy Jocks.
I am deeply honored and humbled to be included in this year's Masters and Pioneers in the Martial Arts with such a stellar group of martial artists. I'd like to thank my parents, all of my teachers over the years, and my students who keep me learning every day. I learn so much from my students. It's been quite a journey from martial artist into doctor of Oriental medicine, and the journey continues. Thank you.
And finally, from New Jersey, Ronald Petty.
Congratulations to all. Thank you for your dedication.
So as we conclude today, we want to thank all of you for joining us here today. And we are extremely excited for you to participate this weekend because it is a legendary weekend. This is the first virtual online AMAAF Who's Who Legends Award ceremony, and it would not be the same without you. Thank you for joining us, and join us next year as we plan for the 2021 Who's Who Legends Award ceremony. Don't forget to pick up your Masters and Pioneer book. This is the last in the trilogy, of course, honoring Grandmaster Benny Urquidez as well as Grandmaster Chuck Norris. And the whole theme of the book has been giving back for a lifetime. And so as you think about what is really, truly most important to you, we hope you consider a few different things. Everyone chooses to be great until the time comes to do what greatness requires. You all have congratulations for your work in the martial arts. This is Jim T. Chong, the Walk Star, concluding the AMAAF 2020 Who's Who Legends Awards ceremony. Good evening.